This video contains strong language and a bit of gore. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. K. Sardonicus, and welcome to my Vault of Horror. Today, we are going to be beginning one of many miniseries that are going to be going on this year. This is the first one. This is my top 15 horror movies that actually scared me. Now, we're going to get into the intro, and then we're going to get at number 15.
Fright Night. If you love being scared, this could be the night of your life. Fright Night.
At number 15, we have the original Fright Night from 1985. The reason why it's at number 15 is because of the fact that this was the first horror movie that I came across that truly scared me. There was a moment that the first time that I came across this film was when it was on cable television. It was like on HBO or something. And I, as a little kid, I was like maybe 3 or 4. I walk into the living room and it's playing, and I witness the pencil scene. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know that's an intense fucking scene. And I saw it all. And it freaked me the fuck out. But as I've grown older, I've grown to appreciate it. And I'm not as scared of it as I used to be. But it was still very scary for me as a kid. And the effects are very effective and creepy and scary. And the acting is phenomenal. It is a phenomenal fucking 80s vampire film. And I think it deserves to be on my 15th spot. At number 14, we have the 1981 original Evil Dead. This film was one of the first horror films that I ever rented as a kid. And boy, howdy, did it leave a mark on me for the longest fucking time. Now, I get that the modern movies are probably scarier to some people. And I know that Evil Dead 2 was more like a horror comedy, and so was Army of Darkness. But the original 1981 Evil Dead was a film that was branded into my gray matter for years, and it still is. I give Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi their props for what they were able to accomplish alongside the rest of the cast, and I seriously love it, and it definitely deserves to be on my number 14 spot. At number 13, we have our first ghost film on our list. And I believe it's the only one from what I understand. And this is the 2004 Thailand original film Shudder. Not Shudder as in like getting chills, but Shudder as in the click of a camera. And this was one of the first Asian horror films that I ever personally got to physically own as a teenager. And I absolutely adore this film for what it was capable of doing. The remake does not hold a candle to this original film. And I don't want to spoil it too much. I don't want to spoil anything, but this ghost means fucking business and is one of the scariest fates that any horror character has ever had in an Asian horror film, and it deserves to be on my number 13 spot.
I'm alive.
At number 12, we have my all-time favorite horror film. And just because it's on low, not very low on this list, doesn't mean that I don't think it's fucking brilliant. This is Jacob's Ladder from 1990, the original. The reason why it doesn't affect me as much now is because I know what happens. I've watched it so many different times. And then on top of that, I'm not really a religious person. So the religious undertones don't hit as hard with me anymore. But everything else about it is absolutely phenomenal. And I seriously think that it is an effective film. There's a reason why it inspired the game franchise Silent Hill and many different films. So yeah, I seriously think it deserves to be on this spot, and that's why it's on my number 12. Now, before we get to the final entry in this first part of this mini-series, I would like you guys to please like, comment, subscribe, and hype up the video. Please tell me what your favorite horror movies are that scared you the most. And let's hype up the video so it gets into the algorithm. Don't forget to click the notification bell as well to get notified for every video that I do. And thanks you guys again for everything. I'm almost at 150 subscribers, so let's keep at it and try to get to 200 subscribers before October. So now let's get to the final entry of this first part.
This time you're going to lose. The real terror is back. George C. Scott in William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist 3.
Now, at number 11, to conclude part 1 of this miniseries, I have number 11, The Exorcist 3. Now, this is an incredible film done and is a lot different in tone compared to the original and even the crappy second film. And this was literally like an absolute treat for me. I watched this in film school and when I was in my senior year. This is an incredible film with nothing but full-on fucking tension. And while I personally don't think that it's scarier than the original, which trust me, the original The Exorcist will be in this mini-series. I'm just not going to tell you when. But yeah, The Exorcist 3 is such a well-done film, and it is very, very scary in ways that will just get under your skin and infect you psychologically. This is more psychological than any of the other Exorcist films. So yeah, it definitely deserves my number 11 spot. And that is it for this entry of 15 horror films that truly scared me. Stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hype up the video. Click the notification bell. Man, I'm looking forward to doing this entire mini-series, and it's going to be the second part will be happening not next week, but the weekend after. And then we will end the series in the beginning of May. So trust me, you guys are not going to want to fucking miss this. So anyways, until next time, see ya.